Shut up, shut up, shut up. I wasn't supposed to do that. I wasn't supposed to come from behind the curtain. All right, how is everybody doing tonight? Good. Man, this comedy boot camp's no joke. Actually, it's exactly that. It's a bunch of jokes. You know what I mean, though. No, the thing is I was woken up at ridiculous hours, just like actual boot camp, by our drill instructor, Chris. I mean, he wasn't actually there, but the nightmares felt real. Yes, sir, I am funny. No, you're not. You know, the instructors, they just threw us right in the deep end of deadpan and made us swim through sarcasm and dad jokes. And then they just laughed at us because, you know, jokes. But the hardest part, I think, was they're real sticklers for cleanliness. I spent days scrubbing the profanity off my tongues. I don't know why I said tongues. I have only one of those. Sorry. But after going through the last 6 weeks with all of these, I don't know, insert your favorite profanity word here, I feel ready for the real enemy, the silent audience. I'm actually kind of in a bad mood tonight, guys. I was just out in the audience pacing, having a mini panic attack, and somebody out there said that I looked like a strawberry short of breath cake. I didn't like that at all. So as I get older, I've realized that I've been daydreaming a lot more and spacing out, which is scary because when I do it at work, you know, I'm a truck driver. That's scary. You know, I'm driving Optimus Prime through town, but mentally I'm thinking about the time I was talking to this blind guy, and I couldn't remember what his cane was called, so I called it a seeing eye stick. Oh shit, was that a green light? I don't think I was allowed to say that. Another thing that's happened recently is when I'm spacing out at work, I accidentally leave my trailer door open. And last week, I had a pallet of colorful paper sitting on the tail of my trailer, and it fell off on the highway. And traffic behind me was pretty stationary. Yeah, you see the dad jokes they made us do? And then you would think that I would learn from my mistake, but I didn't, because the very next day, I left a pallet of Vicks Vapo Rub on the tail of my trailer and left the door open. And for the rest of the day, there was no congestion. Thank you, thank you. Far too kind. You guys remember during the pandemic, local breweries, they were making hand sanitizer instead of beer? Dark times. Well, we picked that up also at work, and as I was getting on the highway with a full load of hand sanitizer, I looked in my mirror and I see the red and blue lights. You know, I was getting pulled over, but I didn't stop. I made a clean getaway. So, I forgot. You remember my next joke? I forgot it. I'm kidding. Hey, thank you. Enjoy a delicious, refreshing Coca-Cola. I don't have any of that, sir. Oh, man. So, what? Who's talking to me? What are you whispering? I don't have any of that again. So as I'm driving, I like to listen to a lot of music, and I use Spotify now, but I used to use Pandora, and I finally figured out why it's called Pandora. I listened to Nickelback one time, and Pandora's box was opened. You know, half of my playlist was divorced dad rock. The other half was just ads for leather jackets, sports cars, and golf clubs. And, you know, I used to say things to my kids like, go ask your mom. But then I started saying, don't tell your mom. Oh, man. That divorced dad rock is no joke. So, I grew up in Florida, and one thing people ask me all the time is, why did you move here? I'm a ginger. That's not my natural habitat. I would never make it there long term. But one thing that I always found weird since I moved up here was the Midwestern goodbye. You guys familiar? It always takes at least a half hour to complete. Like, when it's time to go, I want to go. I don't want to go around saying goodbye to every single person twice. Get offered leftovers. Oh, it's just going to go bad if it sits here. It wasn't that good the first time. I don't want to take it home. And then you finally make it out to the car, and you know you put 1 foot in the car, and then a whole other conversation starts. Can I please go home? And then you finally sit down, and then they give you directions to your own house. I don't understand all that. But I don't know. Personally, I prefer the Irish goodbye.